Hi everybody, welcome back to Sew Making It Up. I'm Jane.
And I'm Ashley.
And today we are going to talk to you about going on a little recent trip to, you see that? Or is it going to focus? Probably not. That's going to be annoying if it's not going to focus. Unravel, which is the Festival of Yarn in Farnham. Now I didn't even know that this was a thing.
No, but you made sure to find out about it, didn't you?
Sure to find out about it. Now the only reason I know about this is because I bought something from Rosie's Moments, and in that package was this card, and it's a bit of a drive from us, isn't it?
Yeah, it was about an hour and 40, was it?
Something like that.
It wasn't bad though.
It was okay. It was a good journey because we left early, and it's in Farnham, and I think it's really good to go out and about and see. There was a massive variety of people selling all different types of yarn, and it's good to be able to see them and touch and feel and do compares and spend lots of money on stuff that you don't really need.
And I think that's definitely you. And I think to get inspiration as well. They had some lovely knits there that people had made shawls and jumpers and things, socks. And so it was really good to see different people's creations, and I think different people's take on what to do with colour combinations that you probably wouldn't normally think of together.
Definitely.
But also seeing it in the flesh is so much better.
Yes, and you could see people visiting that had obviously knitted their own jumpers, and they just looked amazing.
Did we have knitted stuff? And I had a knitted.
You had a knitted cowl.
Did you have something knitted? But no, Jane did have a knitted jumper on that I thought she'd knitted, which didn't. Or was that the other day in the office?
No, I don't know. I hadn't worn anything that I'd knitted, not even socks, which was, but everyone there was lovely. We spoke to quite a few people selling yarn and asking about patterns. My main question was, I knit socks, is this going to be hard to make? And they were like, no, and I've got the patterns home going, oh. They must have looked at me and thought I'm far more capable than I actually am. But it's going to be an adventure. The next step after sock knitting, I reckon. So, it will be fun. So
I think I'd rather knit anything than socks at the moment.
You're not having a good time with socks, are you? So I've obviously bought a few things. You've also bought some stuff too.
I did, yeah. I did go there thinking I might not buy anything.
We didn't go for anything either of us, really. We weren't going because we
have a
needed
look,
specifically. Yeah, we just went to see what it was like, and it was lovely. And we might end up going next year.
Yeah, I think it was in a lovely building as well. It's in an old sort of barn.
It's called the Maltings, yes. Yeah. On lots of different levels, and you'd walk around one bit and think, oh, okay, we've done it, and then you go up again, and then you go up again, and then you go downstairs, and there was more. I think on here it says there's about 70 stall holders selling mainly hand-dyed yarns, patterns, and there was some equipment as well.
Yeah, and there was also you restrained yourself, didn't you, from buying it? But there was also a kit where you could dye your own wool. There was lots of different things. So yeah, it was really good. I think I'd definitely be interested in going again.
Yes,
I might be more established in my knitting by then as well.
Absolutely. Right. Who wants to go first?
Well, I think you'd better go first because you've got the most for a change.
I have bought a lot. I don't mind. Right, so one of the places there was someone I'd never heard of before, and they had some beautiful things. So Hyden Hammer, again, I'm hoping that this is going to focus. So Hyden Hammer was selling primarily knitting bags. They had leather ones, they had canvas type ones with leather straps, all different types of bags, and they were beautiful. I didn't buy a bag. I was very tempted to buy a bag.
No, they were lovely. They were lovely. And actually, I do like their flyer as well.
Yes. It's very, very nice. So I bought from them, and I don't even know if I knew that these were a thing or not. I bought these. There we go. Please focus. No. Oh, it's picking up on It's picking up on Ashley's face.
Shall I move? Will it focus?
It's fine. So basically, these are, as you can see, just leather straps, and I will put in a picture here of what inspired me to buy these, so I just obviously clip around there, and they'd got them as their bag straps and or shawl straps. So obviously when you've got, she says dropping one on the floor, luckily I've got another one. So when you've got the front of your shawl here, you've wrapped it round, they've then got them clipped round here. As I said, I put a picture in so you'd see it, and it basically stops the shawl from dropping off your shoulders backwards, which is what I must admit, if I'm wearing a scarf or a shawl, that's one of the things that kind of bugs me, is it's always like getting lost somewhere. So I thought these were a brilliant idea, and I really, really like them. So that was the first thing. So I've decided to buy 2 of those. The next thing I bought, there's a massive pile here. I bought this from, I'll put it over both our faces so it will focus, from Ted Knits. And this is a 4-ply. It is in Slate, and I'm trying to look at the mix and I can't find it. Oh, merino. So I think this will be an 80-20 merino because it's a sock knit, and it's got lots of little specks embedded. Now, I wanted to just sort of knit this up because I've never used anything like this before. When I look at this, and it's beautifully soft, I just don't know if I'll end up trying to pick the bits off because I'll think, oh, there's a bit of fluff on there and try and pick it off. But that's lovely. It's that one. Then from the Knitting Shed, which I've also ordered, they do sort of a theme box every month. I've ordered a theme box from them yet, which hasn't arrived. I also bought this for my daughter, which is a sort of a sage colour.
It's a lovely colour.
And it feels beautifully as well. And it is called Don't Tell Him Pike. Obviously a reference from
because of
Dad's
the
army.
army. Yeah, the army colours.
Yeah, and this is Ainsworth print. It's a 4-ply sock, and it's 70% baby alpaca and 30% silk. So the only, I know. So the only way my daughter would let me make her socks is if they're really soft and squishy, not spoiled. So and if they were this sort of green colour. So that's what I bought that for. Again, that just feels beautiful. Then I bought some more socklet yarn. Can you see the
No, that's the
thing in
same.
here?
The company name?
Yeah.
So
The
the
wool
wool barn, and
I
then
was trying
the
to
composition.
No, I was trying to find the colour. I don't know the colour.
I don't know. Mine's called Enchanted, I think. Is it not there? They are single. Oh
No, it's not called single batch. There you go. Let me put it there because it's coming up a little bit brighter on screen.
But it's almost like a it's a cross between a mulberry and a dark grey colour,
It's
isn't
almost
it?
like a petrol. Would you say? Yeah, petrol. It's a lovely colour, and again, it is 75% merino, 25% nylon, just 4-ply. So obviously, socks. The sock the sock addiction continues. Okay, I'm just going to pick up this strap before I stand on it. Right, I also bought, which I had been looking out for, and I can't remember the store that I bought this from. This is a Chiagu stitch gauge ruler thing. And it's also got all the conversion charts on it and the sizing for needles, etc., etc. So that was good.
And there's more.
I know, it's really bad, isn't it? Now, I'll put a picture in of this pattern because my photocopy is particularly bad. On one of the stores, on Gartner, they had some patterns made up which were beautifully knitted, and one of them is called A Break in the Tide Shawl by Tiff Nealon, and you can get this pattern on Ravelry, and it's got lots of different techniques in it, but I think it's kind of a beginner to intermediate make, so I'm hoping that this should be okay. And it
Depends what type of beginner you are. I don't think I could cope with it.
I think I'm sure it'll be fine. So I bought it's a colour work shawl, and I haven't done any colour work before, so I bought 4 of these skeins in Cadet, and this is 75% Polworth, 25% Romney, and it's a DK weight.
You notice you've got a bit of an army theme going on here.
And then I also bought 2 of these. There we go. And this is Cinder. So those 2 together I think will look really good. And obviously Romney and, this is slightly different. This is 75% Polworth, 15% Romney and 10% Hebridean. So those are obviously the type of sheep that it's coming from.
Oh.
Cute. So yes, I will put a picture in here with everything that we are talking about as normal. We'll put the details in the description box below. I have one more thing, then you're able to talk.
And you'll be pleased to know I've only got a couple of things.
Okay, so the next place I bought something from, again, is this going to... Come on, camera. There you go. Dusty Dimples. No, Dusty Dimples. Looks like a U and it's an I. Had this pattern called The Dance. Yeah, and they had this made up on the store as well, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Yeah. So obviously this is colour work as well, and it's a cowl. I did say to the lady, I can knit socks. That is it.
I think you're underestimating. I can knit socks to me says I can knit complicated things. That's not just saying I can knit a rectangle.
I was going to say to her, I can knit socks and I can knit vanilla socks, because obviously with socks, there's pattern socks, there's colour work socks, there's mosaic socks, there's all sorts of socks. I should maybe just clarify and go, I can knit this vanilla socks, can I do this? And she was like, oh, it's really easy, it's fine. And this is the one where I got it home and then kind of where we looked, didn't we? I was like, really? Ooh, really? There's like, I don't know how many pages of instructions.
It's like another language, isn't it?
So, and then those are all the abbreviations. So yeah, I think I'm in trouble.
I'm sure it'll be fine.
I'm sure it won't be. Okay, so that...
Is that your lot?
I think that's everything.
Good.
Yes.
So, after being forced into starting to knit again and starting to make... And
encouraged.
Particularly being forced to make socks.
Encouraged. Not
9
forced.
sets of needles later and lots of tantrums. I actually bought some wool to make a cowl with. It was a complete impulse buy. That's what I'm looking for. So I bought now. I have been, if you've seen me fiddling around under the tables because I'm trying to unravel my wool. So I bought, let me show you this. It doesn't look anywhere near as nice. Hopefully that's shown. But it's so this is a alpaca. So it's very fluffy and soft.
You look like you're off the edge again.
Always off the edge. And then, so there was a skein of alpaca. Is it a skein?
Yes,
skein.
Skein. I don't know which.
And then there was also one of silk. So, again,
and this is tie dye, isn't it? It's
so let me show you what it looks like knitted up, and you'll have to just excuse. You can see what's happened while it's been in the knitting bag. But this is just about me all over with wool. So I've been knitting them both together. There you go. And so yeah, the idea is it will make a nice fluffy cowl.
It feels gorgeous.
It is really
lovely.
soft and nice. But I was just saying to Jane, I'm struggling with, so I started off doing seed stitch on this, and because you're dealing with fluffy wool and you're dealing with 2 strands, it's really hard to see when it goes to, what's it called?
Just stocking stitch.
Yeah. So I think that what we've suggested, or Jane has suggested that I do, it's like you're the authority on knitting. What my master has suggested is that I start just knitting normal stitch. So I'm going to try that, and then I might get to a point of unpicking this. But yeah, so that's that. I was just drawn to the colour for some reason.
It's really unusual, but it feels lovely.
It does.
I nearly bought some, didn't I? How I held myself back, I really don't know, because I hadn't been with anything else.
No, I don't know how you held yourself back there. I think because you got the satisfaction that I'd bought something from there.
That's true. I don't like going anywhere if you don't buy anything.
No, exactly.
So.
Also from Bird Street Yarn, bought this lovely, I'll tell you the name of it in a minute, but as you can see, again, this is hand dyed, and this is called Jolie Rose, 4-ply, 75/25 merino nylon. Now I did buy this to make socks with, but my first pair of socks is taking so long that it might well be another few years and my feet might have fallen off by the time I get round to it.
You're going to nail the socks, honestly. You will.
I think I will. I have been struggling with them, but in my head, it's sitting in my head how it needs to work. I think I've decided I need to start them off in silence, and I need to sit in silence and not be distracted, because if I'm distracted, then that's when it starts going wrong. And I think once I get a pair and I can look at a pair as you've done with yours, I think I will be compelled to make more.
Yeah.
And then the other one I bought was, same one that Jane showed you from the Wool Barn. So this colour is called, well, I think this is the colour. So it's extra fine merino and it's called Enchanted. And it's like a deep emerald, I would say. Wouldn't you say?
It's a really unusual colour, actually, isn't it?
And I bought that with a view of making a beanie hat, because I think it's just quite a nice colour.
It is. It's a lovely colour.
Yeah, so I was quite restrained.
You were.
I did buy some needles as well. Bought some new circular needles, which are on here.
Yes.
But I think, as Jane said, it was good. It was good. It was something different.
And tons of inspiration. When you look at some of the things that people had made, they got shawls on display and jumpers and hats and mittens. It was just like...
It does make you want to just it's, as you say, it is inspiration, isn't it? It makes you want to just be able to just do it.
Yes.
But sometimes that enthusiasm, when things are a bit frustrating, goes out the window a bit. So yeah, it was really good.
Lovely. Okay, I think that's it for today. Our next video is going to be on our recent makes, sewing makes and knitting makes, so watch out for that. As always, if you've liked this video, please give us a thumbs up. Please feel free to subscribe, and also remember to hit the notification bell, because otherwise you won't know when our videos are out. We hope you're all having a good weekend and keeping safe, and we'll see you again soon.
Bye, thanks for watching.